Okay, now you're welcome again to another tutorial by the Radiance Fashion Creations. So in this video, I'm just going to teach you this simple design. I've made like 2 to 3 pieces of it. So I know if I upload it, my students will ask how I made it, and I'm not ready to give it as a paid class because I know it is simple, but it's you must understand and know the measurement that is used so that you can be able to achieve a good result. And that is why I'm coming here to show you how it is made. All right, so you'll be needing like 1 yard of your fabric. 1 yard, you can use 1.5 years to make two of it. 1.5 years to make two of it. So I'm using a Rosset fabric here. You can make use of Rustic. I think Rustic is the best best fabric to use. I don't know about other fabric, but I think Rustic is the best fabric to use. If you can try to use another fabric like Ankara can also make it. Other fabric that you know it will go well with the design. So I have the material cut out already, and this is the one I'll be using for the body of my turban, the body of my turban. Please don't mind me because I have a journey at the center. I'm going to tell you how it's not going to affect this design. So the measurement for the body of the turban, because this turban is going to be a straight band with pleated body. A straight band is not going to be a V shape, no. It's going to be a straight band with pleated body. So the length and the band will be joined together. Like I've already cut the band together with this. The measurement, I cut it straight. So and the measurement I'm using here is 24 inches. 24 inches. You can use 24, you can use between 22 to 25 inches for the body of your turban. It does depend on how full you want it be because it's going to have pleats on the body. So by 27, the hair circumference side is 27. You can use 26, you can use 27. Depending on how you want it to be at the back. You want it drop at the back, you increase the length 26, 27, 28. So and make sure the hair circumference side is a stretchy part of the fabric. So the reason I said this is not going to affect because it is at the middle of the body of the turban is at the middle, and this middle after we have pleated we are going to do running stitch on it. That is why I say it's not going to affect the center. You will see when I get there. So the measurement I have here now is 27 inches. The head circumference side that will go around the head is 27 inches, and the length here I have 24 inches. So I will create my band. After creating my band, I will create the pleats on this part, and this is what I have in the body 27 by 24 inches. That is the body you're going to use for your own. So if you want it to be bigger than this, you can increase it. So for the pleats, so there is this single rows, there is this double rows. In this video, I'm going to be doing the double rows, but I will explain how you're going to get the single rows for you. It's just only the measurements and the pieces that is only different. I'm very sorry for the noise that's coming outside. I'm at the roadside and there is nothing I can do about it for now. Okay, so for this measurements now, just like I said that I'm managing this fabric, I have 45 inches for the length. For the length into two pieces, 45 inches by 8 inches. Now, the 8 inches side is this stretchy part of the fabric. The 8 inches side is the stretchy part of the fabric by 45 inches. So if your fabric is enough, you can increase it to 50 to 60. The 60 can be the whole length of the fabric. And that is what I wrote here. If you are using a single, if you are making a single rows, the width of your fabric will be between 8 to 9 inches. I don't know, maybe you can see 8 to 9 inches, the width of your fabric by 50 to 60 inches. By 50 to 60 inches if you are using a single, if you want, you just want to make a single rows, please just pay attention because this is very important. So if you are making just a single rows, you can use between 8 to 9 inches, and make sure the 8 to 9 inches is the stretchy part by 50 to 60 inches. So but if you are making a double rows, you can use 7.5 between 7.5 to 8.5 inches by 45 to 60 inches. Is that clear? So you can use any of these. If you make one and you think that is okay for you, then you can continue to be using your own measurements. But if it is not okay, you can increase or decrease it after making one piece for yourself. All right, so we go straight to the tutorial itself now. All right, I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. So the edge circumference side. Now it is necessary for you to weave the edge, or you just top stitch on it so that the edge can be neat. Just fold it. If you don't have weaving machine, just fold it like this and sew straight so that the edge can be neat. Okay, so I've weaved the edge. Now let the right side of the fabric face you, just like how it is on the table now. Then you want to form the band now. So you pick from here to here like 2 to 2 inches or 2.5 inches from here to here. So I have it here like 2.5 inches, or let me say 2 inches. So when you pick it up like this, you also fold it back again like this. Then you sew on it straight. You trace it to the second end and sew at the edge here straight. Let me repeat what I did. I just want to do the band together instead of joining it again and again. And if you know that this is not easy for you, you just need to go and join it. Cut 4 inches for the band, 4 inches the width for the band, 4 inches or 5 inches by the length of the hair circumference you want to use, which is 27 inches or 26 inches. So you fold it and you join it together to the body of the turban. But if you want to do it like me now, you just need to pick like 2 inches or 2.5 inches, pick it up like this and fold it back again so that you can see how this and this align together. And you take it to your sewing machine and just sew it straight. Trace it you can use your office pin to pin it down so that you can have a straight sewing to the end there. I hope that is clear. So after I'm done with this, I can now go ahead to plait this 1 inch interval or 1.5 inches or half-inch interval, depending on how full you want the body of the turban to be. Here is how it's going to look inside, and here is how it's going to look outside. So I love this method than cutting it separately. Now after you have done, so you want to make the body pleat, you just take your measurement from here. You can take 1 inch, you can take half-inch, you can take 1.5 inches, you can take 2 inches. It just depends on how you want the distance to be and how full you want it to be. You want it very full, you can use 1 inch, you can use half-inch, but 1 inch will be okay. So I'm going to take measurements here like 1 inch, and I'll fold the 1 inch from here to here, 1 inch. I will fold it straight. You can use the office pin to pin it if you know you can't get the straight sewing. So you sew at the edge, very close to the edge where you fold it. You sew it. I'm repeating this because of a new for the because of the beginners in our midst. Because I don't supposed to be repeating this. These are the basics, something as a beginner that you must know. So you just sew it straight. Then you pick another 1 inch, another 1 inch. You pick it and sew straight. Another 1 inch. You pick it and sew straight until you finish the whole length of your fabric. So that's what I will go ahead to do and come back to show you the next thing. And for this body of the rose, I will just fold it like this. I will fold it the wrong side, the right side facing the right side. I'm going to sew on the wrong side of the rose of the piece. So I will sew from this end like this and sew straight, sew straight. So I will turn it out from this other end. I'm not going to sew it like this. I will finish the sewing here and I will turn it out from the other end. So I will do the same thing to the second piece and we'll come back to do other things that needed to be done. Okay, so I have the plates here now. You see, this is the inside part and this is the outside part. So now after you're done with that, just fold into two like this from the band, you take your measurement. Since this is very stretchy fabric, it's a stretchy fabric, I will be using 10 inches for the hair circumference. This is for adults. 10 inches. I will take the measurement here. I will sew from here. So when I get to this point, I will come to this side on my sewing machine. Then I'll come down. Then when you get to this edge, I'll come, I'll just cuff it like this and sew to this end. So this is what I said. I will take my measurement 10 inches because it is very stretchy fabric. If it is not a stretchy fabric, you need to add handle to it. And if the fabric is not that stretchy, make sure you use 11 inches. That is 22 inches for the hair circumference. But this is very stretchy. I want this firm on the head. That is why I'm using 10 inches. That is 20 inches. So I'll measure 10 inches here. I'll just in four, that is 20 inches. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when I'll come like this, I'll sew straight. When I get to this band, to where the band stop, I will come down to this point. Then I will sew straight at the edge. When I get here, I'll just cuff it like this and I'll sew to this end. Then I'll trim out the edge. Okay, I have it sewn just like the way I said it. And see, so I'm going to trim out the excess like this. I'll leave about half inch at the edge so that I can take it to my weaving machine and weave. So just in case you want to line your home, you want to align it to it with the fabric. So you just do that. You join the lining to this place and use it to turn it out. So there's no need of weaving, but I'm going to take it to my weaving machine and weave from here to this end. And for the pieces, I've already sewn it, so I'm going to turn it out now from this space and come out of the open end. Now, the next thing to do is to do a running stitch. Starting from the band area, you can start here, you can start after the band and just finish it up here. And you do another stitch that starts after the band and you finish it up here where you start cuffing. All that is there. So for the middle one, I've already know the middle of my own turban. If you don't know the middle, just make sure after you do it like this, you can press it down with your iron to get the middle by the time you open it up, or you use your chalk to indicate the center. So I've already know the middle. I'm going to do the running stitch like this. So double your thread inside your needle. Use a big needle so that the work can be easy for you. Alright, so I'll start from here. I'll pick it up like this. I'll pick it up like this, pick it up like this. You have, just in case you have your own distance, maybe like 2.5 inches. After, don't just pick this side alone. When you pick this side, if you have distance, the distance is too much. When you pick this side like this, you pick the middle. You know the distance is too much. You pick the middle like this. Then you can pick this, pick the middle, pick this, pick the middle. But this distance is not too much, so I will just pick all these ones at the middle. Make sure it is straight. So just like this distance, I'm talking about this distance. So I'll pick the middle now. Then I'll pick the end and draw everything together. Just make sure it is firm. Draw it and secure it. Okay, so I'm done with the center. What is it called now? Running stitch. So I'm going to start the back running stitch from here and finish it where the curve started. Back stitch is just a normal way you do your back stitch. So there's no any special thing about that one. So I'm going to stop here and just secure. Now this is refers to front and back gather. So I'll put it on my mannequin. You see how it's going to come out. Now for the rows, let me start with one. So you know there is a closed part, there is an open part of the fabric. So I'll start the pleats, the running stitch from the close part. That is how I like it. So if it doesn't work for you like that, just change it. So I'll start from the close part. So the running stitch will go on where you sewed. You don't have to turn it out now. So you do just running stitch like this. Just simple as that. You do it, you run it from one end to the other end. Then you draw everything together. So just take your time, pick the edge only. Okay, I've passed all the thread through. So I'm just going to draw everything together this way. You see? So you bring it together like this. So you roll it on each other. Just this way to form that rose. It's very simple in all sincerity. Very, very simple. So you roll it, then you use the needle and thread to secure it so that it can remain like this. So the same thing you're going to do to your the second piece. Just use your needle and thread. Just be careful so that the needle will not cut because I have many needle cuts when I was doing something like this. So you do this and you repeat the same thing to the second piece. Let me go ahead to do that on the camera, then we'll show you the next thing to do. So don't forget the measurement I used for this. I used 8 inches by 45 inches. Okay, now here we go. So let me put this on the mannequin. You see the beauty. So you can see that where I joined it has become a style for the turban. So if you increase the length of your fabric to 28, you have the back drop very well. But this is normal, it's okay. So it's not too big and not too small. Alright, so now the rose can be placed on it. You just need your hot glue at this moment. There's no light presently, so I will have to do this off the camera. So you just place it at the center, just like this. So if it is just single, you know it will be bigger than this. It can be bigger or smaller than this, but it should be bigger than this. Or if you want it just simple like this, then you are good to go. Just apply your hot glue on it and you can go ahead to sew. So, but I do the same, I do the two. I sew and I also glue. I will first glue so that it can help me to sew where that is needed to be sewn. So, if it is single, you can just put it at the middle this way. Do you understand? So, but if it is double, you just put it like this. You leave the center at that side. So you just put it like this. You glue it down. Just make sure you know where you glue, like know where it is going to be before you glue it down. So I'm going to glue it down. After that, I cannot use my needle and thread to stack it so that it can last for a long time when it gets to my client's wardrobe. You understand? So that is how it is. It's very simple, but I just have to take my time to explain this, and I know you love it. So you can also make it like this instead of facing each other. You can bring it to the front this way. Just be creative with whatever you do. You can make it by the side like this, one on the top and the other one by the side, so it can come out like this. So just be creative with whatever you you do. All right, so I would love to see your practical. In fact, I would love to share it with my people so that you can see that it is good to learn. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.